Okay, let's see what this one comes up as, if we can make it look good. Actually, we're going to leave it on that. How big we're going to make this? Go up here. $3.90 that way, and oh, fuck off. Oh, $3.90 and $3.80. Oh, I'm in trouble here, folks. I'm going to make it $290 that way. See how we go. Okay. Alright, we'll add a background colour to this, or we're just going to leave it. Alright, let's see what we got. We've got here a small happy birthday card with holographic sparkles writing, holographic writing. So we're going to take this, we're going to have to lift it up a bit like this so we can capture the sparkle of the writing. So we're just going to use my camera hand to work the start button, make the scan, and now let's see how this turns out. Okay, let's see how that looks. Happy birthday. Looks like we've cut heaps of it off, but we can see the holographic writing. I wonder if we're going to make a better version of that. See how we go. What are we going to do to improve this? I think maybe 390 is just too big for the horizontal. It's way too big, so I'm going to go right down to the reverse. We're going the same as that. 290. Don't know why we did it like that. Wondering if we're going to make it into a negative, or we're just going to leave it. I'm not going to bother. We'll try that again, folks. We'll try that again. Just take this and lift it up by the corner and we'll do it again like that. So we're just going to try and get this in a nice place on the glass. Hit the button with my camera hand, and hopefully this will turn up a treat. So 290 by 290 seems like a fair enough setting. I hope it'll work. And let's see if the holographic writing is nice and sparkly. Yeah, it looks like we've well, we don't have to show the whole of the happy birthday thingy. Wondering if we're going to do another one, or we're going to leave it at that. Wondering which one is the better version. Or maybe we're going to try another. Stuff it, we're going to try another. So we're just going to go again. I don't like the colours that much for some reason. So I'm wondering if we're just going to try that again. We're just going to press the buttons to keep going so we don't lose our settings. So we're just going to try and lift it up on both sides and move it. So just tried to make an irregular type of movement to give it more creative flair, hopefully. It's not easy controlling movement to make it look really good, but I think this one is good because it fills the page pretty much, except for that little tiny bit there, but that's all right. It can't be too close to perfection. So now we're going to use this as our master copy, and you can see some of the hologram is flashing around, which really looks good. So we're going to just switch to that, and we're just going to put this, we're going to donate this. Someone I'm sure will be happy to receive a card for free. Anyway, let's see. I'm thinking that's going to be the centre of our job, of our happy birthday card. So I wonder how we're going to make this look. Still looks a bit boring colour wise. We'll see what we can get up to on this. So just going to go there. We're going here. Stuff it. We're going to make this look more interesting. Now this one's got to go to dark because it's negative. Actually, and our background colour, what shall it be? We're going to make it a background colour. We're not going to have a background colour for this. Let's see how we go with this. Right. Hopefully we won't get ugly borders on the inside of the job. So let's see how that goes. So I wonder if the blue will turn yellow on the happy birthday. Yeah, it does turn shades of happy colour yellow. I am thinking, now that looks a bit wishy-washy, but I think that's just the original because there was lots of black. So I'm wondering if we're going to basically maybe add a little bit more, add some red to the image. Maybe we can just see what we can do with this. So this is the user interface. I find it so annoying because it's so hard to control. It's not an easy type of user interface to deal with, this system here. The old C353 tab system was a lot preferable to this, but when you get a new machine, you can't decide how you want it because that's the way the company has made it, the manufacturer, Konica Minolta in this case. So they've done a terrible job, and this machine's only going to last 5 years from the day I bought it, pretty much. Well, I hope it at least the day I bought it. Anyway, that looks interesting, but we've lost some of the colour there. I mean, it looks more emphasised there, but I think the hue is still a bit too, it's not the right sort of setting. So we're just going to go here to the hue, and we're just going to warm it up. We're just going to leave it in the centre this time and see what happens. So yeah, I think the hue needs to stay in the middle this time. It's not easy getting this right, folks. It's not an easy art to do, this copier configuration art. And again, we seem to have more green than here has got more blue, and that looks really nice back there, but you can see there's always a trade-off. So I'm going to also enlarge it slightly to get rid of that ugly border on the edge where you get with the negative, with the oh whatever. I'm going to just have to do some, this is going to, fuck, this user interface is a pain in the fucking ass. I don't have any respect for the company that made this device. I have no respect for them. They can go fuck themselves. They love their money. That's all they care about. End of story. They just don't care about the way the customer feels about. I'm wondering if it should be going darker, or if it's warmer it's going to be more green. So I think we're going to need more blue in the image. But basically I just have I've got no respect for the industry as a whole. I make a mockery of the whole fucking industry. They're all bad. They're all shit. They all have shitty characteristics. All machines that are manufactured in this age of rampant, evil, uncontrolled capitalism is just shit. It's all shit. You can't find anything that works properly. So you have to take what's the best on the market. And I think this was, I thought this was the best on the market, but maybe I'm wrong. How do you know, folks? How do you know what's the best photocopier on the market? And you don't even know if the testing labs are being honest here. But anyway, that looks shit. That's cold. Look at that. The yellow's become faded. At least here the yellow is showing. I don't know what I've done. I'm going to have to just... At least we got rid of the edges, the borders. So now we're just going to have to go in here and do some more fart-assing around. Oops, I was a bit rough. Sorry, folks. Just because I'm angry at the equipment doesn't mean that I want to abuse it. Physically, anyway. I can abuse it verbally, but not physically, folks. It's not what I'm into. So verbal abuse of the company and its equipment is permitted. Physical abuse that could cause damage to the machine, is not permitted in my books. So I have to be fair as fair. I mean, I can be really angry, but I'm not. I'm not angry enough to fuck this up. But I still have to criticise the company that made it, Konica Minolta in this case. But I also do other machines from time to time in public arenas. And basically, I may not talk much in those videos because I'm videoing in a public place. And chances are I'm not allowed to, so I can't make too much noise while I'm there. And I have to make my demos as quick and short-lived as possible so that I don't get busted and made to delete my video or to stop videoing. That would be a disaster. So I have to, in public places, try to control my speaking. Just show with... You don't always have to have words to show just how bad something is. It just adds a bit of an embellishment and a bit more information. But where in public you're not normally allowed to video, like in a library or anything, or in a shop. Well, you have to keep quiet, and then you can still see, because we do need other machines to be shown off as well as this one. We can't just focus our damage on the reputation of Konica Minolta. We've got to do Xerox, we've got to do Ricoh, we've got to do as many brands of machines as possible, because the industries are full of shitheads that care only about money. Someone's got to do something about it, because if we can make some big corporations collapse through people seeing how bad the equipment is, boycotting it, well, this will put on notice heaps of other kinds of corporations that also are corrupt. So it's not just the copier industry. They'll see it as the fall of large corporations in the copier industry. They'll see themselves in the frame, thinking if people are get an idea from this, they might start creating YouTube videos about other kinds of products to the detriment of the company. So that looks really nice. I think now we can call it quits. But you get my drift, folks. This capitalism must stop, or else mankind is in deep shit.